Here's a fascinating 2 to 3 minute script for Part 7, The Price of Power, blending drama, introspection, and action with all of PromptPilotX's powers, and the consequences of using them too often. Opening music, deep, echoing, dramatic tones with subtle tension, narrator voice, power is never free. And for PromptPilotX, the price of his gifts was finally coming due. After his first summon, after the battle with Glitchbane, he began to feel it. Not just fatigue, not just pain, but something deeper. Every time he used the circuit blade, his mind blurred like corrupted code. Every time the Pulse Gauntlet struck, he could feel his own heartbeat. Slow. The shield of silence started to whisper to him. Not in words, but in warning. And then came the dreams. Not of wisdom or training, but of shadows. The ancient warriors, once his mentors in the dream realm, stood silent. Their faces gone, their light dimmed. The stone that spoke began to flicker. And then came the voice. Power borrowed must be paid back. You see, PromptPilotX's abilities came not from flesh, but from the realm. The same place where an hour in reality was a year in time. Where training never ended. Where energy was drawn from balance itself. Every time he used a power in the real world, he pulled from that balance. Too many summons, too much force. He risked tearing a hole between realms, letting something darker through. Still, when innocent lives were at risk, when injustice called his name, when the weak had no one else to stand for them, he answered. Because PromptPilotX understood something most heroes forget. With great power comes greater purpose. Even if the cost is heavy, even if the risk is real. Because protecting peace means walking the line between sacrifice and silence. So now, every time he activates his powers, he does so knowing the price. Not for fame, not for glory, but for those who can't fight for themselves. And when the time comes, he'll pay it, because that's the code he lives by, and that's the weight of being PromptPilotX.